Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Perspectives with Big Bro. I'm your host, Comedian Lonnie.
And I'm the Flash.
How you feeling, Black man?
Hey man, it's been a emotional week. It's been so much going on.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Man, how was your week at the film festival over there across the water?
It was life changing. It's one of those moments of like where you feel the universe, everything shifts and alters for sure.
You feel like you're supposed to be there?
Yeah. And I'm gonna be back there next year. And then the year after that. And then the year after that. And I'm just gonna be like in more and bigger stuff. Like
every year you there.
Yep. Talking on panels. Next year I'm trying to just talk on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Make that happen. And then eventually I'm sure I have a film in there. So it was crazy though. Life changing. Food, like the food is not the greatest in France, unfortunately.
It's terrible. I mean, so I've never been to France, but they do. But most time when you go overseas, the food is not really that good.
Like it's good for you, but it's not. Yeah, like it's not. But it also goes to like I understand why they was like selling chips to find like spices and stuff. Like it makes sense. Mm-hmm. I get it. Like y'all were well in y'all rights to explore and try to season that thing up.
And you can see why all of them are slender.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of walking too.
Hey, the obesity level is real low.
Oh man, like you know what's crazy? Mm-hmm. I don't even think
you saw a big person.
Yeah, I ain't seen nobody tucking no stomachs. And I never even thought about it until you just said it. But yeah, I ain't seen not one high-waisted pant that like, you know what I'm saying, with the kangaroo pouch. I ain't see a whole lot of that.
Shit.
And that's men and women. Like literally, I did not see a whole lot of that. It's not a whole lot of obesity. And granted, I was in a place, you know, everybody from all around the world had met in that place. But like, yeah, the biggest ones was probably the Americans.
Yeah. And I heard there's some fly shit going on. Everything on fly.
Yeah. You know, they got that old school traditional rules. You know what I'm saying? You got to buy, you know, when you step on a red carpet, tuck situation, you know, classic black. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out there doing too much wild stuff. Like it's interesting to see, but it was fire.
Okay.
And then, so while gone, video surfaced.
Yeah.
And the Diddy video we're referring to, that kind of surfaced. Okay. It really shook the world. It was one of those things like everybody had to stop and talk about it. Granted, I was out of town, so you know we couldn't get to the mics quick enough, but here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and let you take this right now. So, but y'all seen the video?
Well,
Diddy and Cassie.
Diddy Cassie, okay. Well, we've seen this video before, but it didn't show to that extent. It didn't show to that effect. It didn't show you the broader thing. You know what I mean? But needs to say, I am a Diddy fan. I was disappointed in it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna be like, cause she should never did. I'm not gonna do that. Mm-hmm. I was disappointed in it, and you know, but I was more disappointed in the fact that, you know, once everything hit the fan and he came back and apologized, I was more disappointed in us as a people. Talking we don't accept your apology. The apology was not for us. The apology was for her, but more so, it was for him. Oh, he's just mad because he's losing his money.
You know they always have every excuse.
Did you see the thing I sent you? And it was all I think it was like all hip hop or all let me see. Can I find it? Damn, I hate when I can't find it. It was basically showing you everything we talked about last year. It was talking about, you know, all the things that was going on. And what we do as a community is this. Like right now, Joe Budden said, reacts to Diddy's half-hearted bullshit apology to Cassie. It was disgusting. what we had to witness. Once again, Joe Budden went through a situation of. That's what I'm saying. Joe Budden went through a situation of the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not excusing what Diddy did, but it also happened 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this. I have a saying: if you want something in America to fly, give it to black women.
Well, what you mean? Break it down.
Okay. Whenever there's a cause in America, right, in the United States, when they want somebody to keep talking about it, they give it to black women, because the black women all of a sudden go for their emotions and go straight into it. You know what I'm saying? Now, then you have the people like D.L. Hughley and different people talking about well, y'all should have told back then. Y'all could have got some help. Have you ever seen people go through abusive relationships before, and that both people are toxic?
I've seen, when both people are toxic, not necessarily.
I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
But every time you try to talk her away, or drive her away, or kidnap her to come away, she keep going back. Cause that's what she want to be until she's ready to go. So once again, that's what I'm saying about the apology. It wasn't about did he make me feel good like he was sad? I mean, like he was remorseful. Because it ain't about me. It's about her. He already had to bust down 20 to 30 million. I don't know about y'all, but that shit made me cry. And people say, well, money shouldn't really matter to him because he got so much of it. That's how we think. You know what I'm saying? And when it initially came out, all the claims she had, when he said, I didn't do any of the claims, he didn't say I didn't do any of them. He was talking about he wasn't sex trafficking. He was talking about he wasn't kidnapping. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was so adamantly fighting about. He's like, I ain't sex trafficking, kidnap nobody. Because when they start trying to build criminal cases against black men in America, those are the words they use: sexual assault, kidnapping, sex trafficking, abuse. It's those four things. Then whenever a black dude say stuff like, well, I was in a dark place, I was using drugs heavily, this, that, and the third, someone's gonna come out next and say this: oh, he drugged me. You get what I'm saying?
Which actually happened. Somebody did come out again.
Bruh, guess what? Guess what happened? It happened to Bill Cosby, the same exact way. Bill Cosby's on TV talking to Larry King about the 70s and how they used to party. About the Spanish Fly. Drop it in, drop it in drink. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kicking it. You know what I'm saying? The first thing they said was, oh, Bill Cosby did this to me. The same exact way he said it. And I guarantee you, over the next few months, it's gonna be a whole bunch of countless women gonna come out and say, oh yeah, well, I was at a Diddy party and we was drunk and all of a sudden I was woozy the next morning. It's gonna come out the same way. You kind of get what I'm saying? And once again, this is not disputing what he did, because he didn't do right. I'm not gonna walk on him. I'm not gonna come on here tomorrow. It was just egregious and all the SAT terms. You know what I'm saying? We get it. And him and Cassidy both moved on. And the apology, he said, man, I had to go get some help. I was fucked up. His people told him don't even do that. Don't get on there and say nothing. But he felt that us as a community, he gave us so much, we should love him and give him something back. And the one thing that us as black people have a hard time dealing with is grace. We don't look for understanding. Once a black man does anything to us, he canceled. If he say something to hurt my feelings, he's canceled. If he does something inappropriate, he's canceled. I saw the guy, Chris, I can't remember the guy's name, he used to be on CNN. He got fired last year for sexual assault. His brother was the governor of New York, had the sexual assault case.
White guy?
Yes.
I don't know his name, but okay.
Yeah. I saw him. He had a round table or interviews with Miss Fits My Life. Jason Lee and Diddy's lawyer. You know what I mean? And the first thing he said was, man, black people are so forgiving. I said, no, the hell we not. No, we don't. We forgetful. But we ain't forgiving. We don't, if you do something wrong, only time we forgive people, we only forgive two people in our community. White people who oppressed us or did something to us, and women.
You don't think we forgive?
No, we only forgive them two people. What man has done something? What man has done something? And whenever he try to progress and get past it, get the help, get past it, and move on, they bring him back there all the time. We see it every day with Chris Brown. We do it every day. And the first thing that happens in our community when something happens, that when a black man does something, which is disgusting, egregious, whatever the case may be, instead of giving him, we get him some help. The first thing we want to do is lock his ass up. And take his money. And take his money. Then you see all the people, man, Diddy's so powerful. Diddy's not powerful. Diddy is an employee. You ain't seen that yet? He's an employee. Let me see if I can find this shit. Cause it kind of gives you an idea. Like right here, it was on All Deaf Music, like this. It was saying like basically the downfall of Diddy. Remember last year he was trying to get the cannabis thing. He was trying to get the largest cannabis thing. 800. It was a $180 million deal to require the operations from the largest cannabis company in several states. It collapsed. He was trying to buy that shit. Follow me. Also, he was trying to buy BT last year. That collapsed. Dropped the album last year. Supposed to be a masterpiece. The Love album. Flopped. Lawsuit against De Leon because they was Casamigos. That's George Clooney cologne. I mean, tequila, right? You know, the company who owns De Leon owns that tequila too. So he was pushing all his money to sell by a black man, and you start hearing about De Leon, you start hearing more about what? Casamigos, right? So he tried to sue them. So it needs to say he had all of this stuff going on last year, but that only happened once he started talking about that liquor. Once he started talking about the discrepancy and the racial shit going on in liquor, and then they brought up the thing to me. He said, well, I'm the freest black man in the world. Whenever you say shit like that, boy, you put a nail in your coffin. Because even though you did something dirty, all your dirt gonna come out in the rinse. And that only happens when you let them folks get in your business. When them folks promote you, because Ice Cube said all the time on MTV, but they don't care. They'll have a new nigga next year. They always want a new nigga. Puff was the black excellence. He was the voter die. He was bad boy. He was a culture. He was a culture. He made the club rock for 30. He made the club rock for 30 years. They done earned all the money off him that he need to earn.
He was done with him.
They done with him. They done, baby. They done. They done. And we don't see it. Then we get the 50 cents. Got something to say every fucking day. Nigga, sit this one out. I respect Cameron so fucking much. Because the crazy thing is this. They didn't get Mace to do the interview. They got Cameron to do the interview. Why you didn't get Mace to do the interview? Because you already know how Mace feel about him. But I'm going to get Cameron and try to put some more to them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I keep doing. Why they keep putting the microphone and keep people's face. So the more and more and more in your mind that you hear that he's a disgusting person, he's a bad person, he's not human anymore. Because at the end of the day, we all human. We all fall short of God's glory. We all fall short. Don't we get the black church billions of dollars a year? Because we go in there and ask for financial blessings and fix me for having these babies out of wedlock and fix me for being a hoe in the street and fix me for all that stuff, and you get fixed. But when somebody did something wrong to you, he's a throwaway. What you think?
So I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything Diddy said. I don't think anything that Diddy said he didn't do. I think I look at it as, I even look at it like that nigga possibly could have killed Biggie.
Why you say it?
I just the video, just the apology, just the whole, like, how everything kind of came out, how his sons kind of joined in and kind of like was trying to like clear his name up and just like, but then the video hit. But it's just the acts in the video and how malicious they felt or how malicious they were. It just made me look at them different. Now, granted, it's still like, I can only imagine the amount of scrutiny, pressure, and stress and everything that he's feeling, especially as a black man. I can only imagine. I never want to see another black man go through anything like this, ever. And I've said that in other episodes. And then I seen the video. But to your point, we don't forgive.
But that's why they showed you the video.
Yeah, for sure.
See.
But I'm not here to dispute like who showed me the video. No. It's the fact that the act happened.
We know it happened. Okay. If you get into a car accident and you hit somebody, mm-hmm. right? Do you feel like you should never be able to drive a car again?
No, but every time I get in a car, my driving experience is different, though.
That's the point. Once again, that's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not telling you that you can't do nothing wrong. Mm-hmm. But after you do something wrong, what else could, it's like this, what else could he got on that camera and said? What he said was, I didn't sex traffic nobody. Sex trafficking is, you didn't kidnap nobody. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, and somebody gonna say, well, he had dominion over her. But the thing is, once she got out and moved on and got married and had 2 kids, she came back with a lawsuit. This didn't just happen. That is like me and you go, or you and your girl go through some toxic shit. Then y'all finally get over the toxic shit. You move on and she move on. Then she come back and write a book talking about all the toxic shit you did. Mm-hmm. For some money. Because it's for some money. It ain't to help nobody. Like, I get it. But that's what it's supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to do. Everybody has one of those moments. I don't care if it was domestic violence moment. It was goddamn, you done stole some shit from somebody. You done got over on somebody. Everybody had those moments in life, some way. Mm-hmm. It ain't about the moment. It's about how you recover from the moment. Then he can't say the girl name. Oh, I'm sorry, Cat. He can't say Cat's name. Because, and the thing is, he apologized. Oh, I don't believe it. If he didn't apologize, you smug.
True. I do think that about the apology of just like if he would have been crying, they'd been saying he doing too much. If he would have, like, it would have been something. For sure. That ain't like, there was nothing he could have, like, there's no amount of perfect words he could have put together and said it, and there's nothing.
I paid the girl, I moved on, I got my help, and it still ain't enough. But who ain't enough for? She don't got 30 minutes. She ain't got to fuck on.
Yeah, it's us that hold on to it.
Why we holding on to some shit that ain't got nothing to do with us?
And I think it's because of how dear we held him. Just the how influential he was in our lives.
But,
I think that's why.
But get what though? He can be influenced, but he ain't Jesus.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, we put people on that pedestal.
But that's the problem I have with us. Because we didn't go this hard when we hear that the football player lost everything he had because the girl lied on him and got her brother killed. Some she was getting abused over there. We went up in arms about that shit, and something happened to the guy. Anything that happens to us as men, no one is up in the arms about. If it be the other way around, because they say our job is to protect. Mm-hmm. It is. You're right. That is our job. But whenever we trust somebody, if we don't do our due diligence, that's what you get. We trust the wrong person, that's what you get. You see the difference? Mm-hmm. If we got in the game, one dude brought us in the game, or somebody brought us in the game, because Ryan Leslie brought her in the game. She with Ryan Leslie. Mm-hmm. They did that thing. They walked in that damn room with Diddy, and she was like this. Shit, did what I want. And somebody say, well, she was too young to know what she wanted. He should have said, no, you don't need me. Stay with him. But then you move to a dude who want to fix all your problems. So the thing is, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that he's right. I'm not saying that he does not deserve to be a fair punishment. But we ain't the punishers. We ain't God. We walk around with this God holy like complex. Mm-hmm. That we look down on us. Instead of lifting our brothers, we look down on our brothers. Even a person like him. I'm not gonna sit on here and dog him. And I'm not gonna dog her. I feel sorry for both parties. Because she done moved on, but now, since these folks want to keep trying to drag his ass, they gonna keep bringing her up, keep fucking her up too. So she can't get out the weeds. Mm-hmm. Because I guarantee you, she did not. My thought process is, I guarantee you, she did not wake up one morning and say, I'm about to sue his ass. I guarantee you some folks walked up on her ass and sat in the room with her like, you know what though? I heard about the shit he did to you. Your husband don't live the life that you live with him. You probably need a few dollars to get you straight. Tell us everything that happened. And get what they did. Got the writing. That's why she had the best lawyer. And it's like this, oh yeah, we're gonna get his ass now. Because we don't want to, since he doesn't earn for us anymore, now we don't want him to have anything.
So you're saying it's more about taking away from him, and
that's why people ain't happy about the apology. What the first thing people say? They want him locked up. You should take his money. So you should take his freedom. Even though it happened 8 years ago, even though he said, I did the work. Even though he said, I want to see who did he talk to? I want to know. I need to see the video. If I can see if he did it or not. Who the fuck are you? He didn't say, when he got on that stage in 2019 and said, man, Cass, thanks for holding me down through the dark times. Everybody, he was playing in her face then. Nigga, she was already gone. They were broken for 3 years. He had to go get that help. Y'all didn't need to know what them folk had going on in their house.
Yeah. We and stuff be crazy in our house. In our own personal houses. Probably to the same extent or worse if, whatever it looks like. So yeah, that I don't necessarily agree with the, people holding them to a higher standard, but
It was meant for you to. It was meant to change the public mind. Because he said I didn't do one thing, but really he wasn't even talking about it. He was talking about the cash case. I didn't do all. I didn't do all that shit they talking about. But see, we want him to say, "Well, I didn't do that, but I did this," because we want to be nosy motherfuckers. We want to be a motherfucker's business. But he more so was talking about the goddamn Lil Rod case. Like I ain't do none of that shit he talking about. But once again, hey, you know what I'm saying? Go and fuck his name up. Then we gonna put it out there. And we're gonna get every nigga to start saying bad shit about him. We're gonna get every woman to start saying bad shit about him. Yeah, your kid's supposed to defend you. Cause they version of their dad is not your version of him. Your version of him is for him to entertain you. Their version of him is for him to love them. See, we fall into the trap that love has conditions.
I think it is for humans though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why it don't supposed. That's why we ain't. That's why we at where we at, especially as a community. That's why we last. That's why we here. Out of everybody else, everything we hear, education, money, wealth, we're all at the fucking bottom. You know why? Because we so busy trying to get a motherfucker to do this we supposed to do and tell them how they supposed to feel. Cause I feel like this because my mama went through it and my auntie went through it and I seen niggas do it and I seen a nigga whoop my auntie ass. Now I was 5th grade and it just a trigger bun, a tire bun, and all the other. That's why we right here. Not saying all this stuff should be swept under the rug. It's just another way of handling it. Because we don't see the bigger picture. You think them other folks ain't anybody going inside the other folks' head? Just like cheating. You think the other folks ain't cheating? You think the other folks ain't having babies? You think the other folks ain't doing this? Nigga, Charlie Sheen, they was talking about Charlie Sheen may have and may not have the stuff, had the package and everything else. He still was throwing sex parties at his house and girls come out and talk about it, but get with her, we ain't saying, damn, man, cancel Charlie Sheen. Nigga, he get on TV anytime he feel like it. I just saw this damn documentary about Kevin Spacey. Mm-hmm. Why that shit ain't loud? Kevin Spacey was doing that shit to men.
I mean, that's probably why.
That's the point.
Yeah. Yeah, we
and that's the point. I'm not here to wave the bad boy flag. I'm not here to put Puff on a pedestal. I'm here to see the human in him. And that right there wasn't a good place for him to be. That right there, what we saw was not a good place for him to be.
Yeah.
You don't know what he apologized. You don't know what him and his kids done sat down and talked about. Well, hey y'all, I did this shit. I was fucked up. Dad, we with you. We ride with you. His family. You don't know. That's for him and his house. We mad because we feel the person supposed to entertain us supposed to be perfect. Though he is, he's a perfect entertainer, not a perfect human.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we also take on other people's trauma too, and we'll
we'll make it our own.
Yeah, exactly. Just that.
That's why. When the last time you heard a beautiful love song about loving somebody? Yeah, Jermaine Dupri make a whole bunch of good songs. Oh my God, Jermaine Dupri make good songs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to hear at least 5 songs on the radio about being in love.
Yeah, that's not that at all.
Not being happy because the person bought me some stuff. Being happy because this person is a blessing in my life because he changed my life, and not Jesus changed my life. Of course. It's fuck. It's fucked. It's fucked to even have this right here. But that's why they put it out for the average person like this. Man, that nigga probably killed Biggie. You know how old this nigga was when Biggie died? He wasn't no 35-year-old nigga. It's like 26.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine being 23 years old and you got the biggest rap label in the world. You got the biggest label in the world. You're a rapper. This is your label. You have the big not a conglomerate like Organized Noise, 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they had the label and they made the beats. Not you. You are the label head. You talk directly to your boy Clyde Davis. You got the biggest artist in the world, and y'all both are in your early teens, and y'all beefing with a nigga who used to be y'all friend. They started a whole fucking war.
Mm-hmm.
That made the split United States down the middle in music. Pac gone, Big gone, Suge in jail. Dr. Dre done moved on. The crazy thing is, 50 Cent got so much smoke for Diddy, but Dr. Dre did the same thing 35 years ago to somebody. Because he snapped, because he was an alcoholic. He snapped because they talked about Ice Cube leaving NWA. And Eminem made a whole verse about it. You know what I'm saying? Mr. NWA, Mr. AK, Mr. Slapbeat D-Bar made a whole joke about it. But now we got a lot of smoke now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See how the smoke work? I got compassion for you if I like you. But if I don't like you, fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, whoever put out they knew what they was doing.
Yeah.
They knew exactly what they was doing. It's part of their whole agenda.
When all this shit got put out. When all this shit was put out, even when we was talking about the shit he was trying to do last year, I already knew it. When he started trying to sue them crackers like, wait a minute. You try to mess our money up?
The last time I seen Diddy, before everything went down, it was at InvestFest last year. Yeah. And that's when he was talking about the lawsuit. He was talking about all that stuff. And then literally everything crumbled after that.
Yeah, because Diddy was doing InvestFest last year. See, right now, people didn't realize what was happening last year with Diddy. Diddy was trying to come back and start doing shit for the young niggas. He saw the new waves. You know what I'm saying? He saw, because he was the person who started the waves in the beginning, 30 years ago. He saw the waves. I remember you was talking about the InvestFest. I remember that shit. He started the wave. So when he was like this, look, I'm trying to get the cannabis situation. Then I'm trying to get all these people who got locked up for drugs. You know what I'm saying? To get the time back. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work some moves.
Yeah.
And every time black men try to work some moves, if they're not married to no white woman, they're gonna destroy your ass. And somebody gonna say, oh, Ted, you tripping. Look it up.
Man, y'all gotta be careful out here.
Yeah. Hey, whenever but you watch the shot. Whenever dude gets money, whenever he gets he own you.
Bruh, you have got to be careful.
But that's how it works though. So whatever you do, just like with the Shy episode last week is a very, very telling. It was a very, very telling episode, and the episode was really more about life. Whoever wrote it was a good episode. I can't remember my boy's name, Luke James, the councilman, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Remember him and dude did the killed.
I still ain't watched the show.
Oh man,
I'm only on season
tripping.
1. I know.
Hey, him and dude basically told him, "Come on, man, I basically killed somebody."
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the guy's name. I'm not really going into detail. But anyway, he was in the car with him, when he found the body was in the car.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to burn the car up, but they found his fingerprint on the car.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. That's how life works. You can't, in baseball, you can't not touch a base because you're going to come back and pick it up. And this is a telltale sign about Diddy. Even though he's trying to do right years later, now the wrong is coming to the light.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to us how we handle and respond to the wrong that he did. Are we going to love him? We're going to condemn him. And we just condemning him. It's cool. And it's a lot of people's mad. Oh, he got over on me. And he just, and everybody mad is the niggas who didn't get rich off of him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wholeheartedly. I see that in damn near everybody's story that got something to say. They always like, it's this narrative of, oh, he fucked me over, as opposed to like, it just didn't work with you. Shit crazy, bro. I don't know. It just it's more so just like the accent. It's just like, maybe, damn, I don't know what this man is or isn't capable of. It just put me in that.
But here's the thing though.
That space.
A lot of us, I hate to say it about men, a lot of us are capable of that shit. Yeah. Depending on what space you in.
Yeah. What you going through at the time.
You don't know what you're going through. That's why you gotta have a strong mental. That's why you can't be high all the time. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that drug use.
And unfortunately, a lot of that shit be coming from these toxic ass relationship with these girls too. Mm-hmm. If you find yourself going to fuck off all the time on a woman, y'all probably don't need to talk to each other no more.
Yeah.
Like if you find yourself, you find it's always a.
But then the crazy thing is, some people thrive off that. That's the crazier part.
I know that. Like this, like Charles.
Well, I understand, like being in it and being like, all right, this is a bad situation. But some people be like, no, like I'm here to cause chaos.
Yeah, but hey, I'm just we gonna do this shit together.
Like I want to pour gasoline on this. It feels good in the fire.
Hey,
people are like that.
I'm gonna beat her ass. She gonna burn my car. She gonna kick my door. I'm gonna kick her door.
I ain't never played like that.
People play that way. I'm not saying that it should be. I'm not.
No, that shit is so crazy. Even like when I was out in Cairns, there was some girls that like I had like just meeting different people. They was just like, yeah, no, like I like drama. This girl told me like I like drama. I like drama in my relationships. Like I need that. Like, and I'm like, that drama equates to happiness to her.
Most of it.
And care. Like it was the craziest thing for somebody to tell me that. For somebody to tell you that to your face is different. Like, oh, you heard. She said it.
Yeah.
I was like
what? So that's what I'm saying. So listen to the stuff that you've heard. Imagine if that fire meets another fire.
Yeah.
And that happens.
You got an explosion.
That happens.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be continuously eruptions, volcanoes.
Man.
It's gonna be constantly that shit. And before we head out, man, I saw something earlier. I just had to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Hey, the Big Tigger Morning Show. I went out with my homegirl the other night. We were vibing. We just really had a good time. We ended up sleeping together. Now, this is my first time with a woman. I really liked it. The problem is I'm married. Not sure if I need to tell my husband that I slept with a woman. I mean, is it really cheating? Because it's a woman. Or should I be honest with him and tell him or keep it to myself? I'm afraid he might leave.
See, this is my thing. If anybody in this relationship with me that's gonna get some pussy it's me.
Extra
I'm the first one. Like it don't never skip over me. Not ever. It don't ever skip over me. I'm gonna say that right here and now. The the person in line first, number one, first ticket. Now serving customer number one, it's me. So my girl ever talk about she had got her, I find out, and it ain't like it's a relationship ruiner. It ain't nothing like that.
Is. Hey, come tell you something.
I'm gonna be mad as hell, but it's also like, yeah, don't let me find out. Just don't let me find out.
Because
don't let me find out.
They didn't want to invite you.
You selfish. You selfish.
Yeah. So hold on. As I dissect that, you went out with your homegirl. So I don't know what kind of liquor make both of y'all look at each other like, you know what, we should bump some pussy.
Female sexuality is it plays by a different set of rules.
But hey, we should bump some pussy. Because we were just vibing.
To answer the question, yes, ma'am. You should definitely tell him.
But my problem is,